Exactly 6 a.m., Detective Ethan Cross opened the door to his office. As always, a black envelope was waiting. This time it felt heavier. Inside wasn't a document. It was a photograph. 5 people stood together, smiling at the camera. Across the back, someone had written, "One is dead, one dies today, one is the killer." The team enlarged the photograph. 5 people, no names, no location, only faces. Lucas searched the national database. Within minutes, a match appeared. The first person had already been murdered 3 years ago, exactly as the message claimed. The second face belonged to Olivia Hopper, a well-known documentary photographer. According to the black file, she would die before midnight. Ethan immediately ordered police protection. Ethan met Olivia at her photography studio. She laughed after hearing the warning, "I'm a photographer, not a millionaire. Why would anyone kill me?" Ethan placed the photograph on her desk. Her smile disappeared. She recognized it immediately. Olivia picked up the photograph with trembling hands. "This picture. My father took it, the day before he disappeared." She looked at the 5 faces. "I've never seen this photo before." Olivia opened an old wooden cabinet. Inside were hundreds of film negatives. One envelope was empty. The label read, "Last photograph." Someone had stolen it years ago. Maya scanned the photograph using AI enhancement. Hidden in a shop window, a reflection appeared. A man wearing a black coat, watching the group as the photo was taken. The black file listed one final detail. Time of death, 11:58 p.m. Only 18 hours remained. The investigation became a race against time. Olivia's phone suddenly rang. "Unknown number," she answered. A calm voice said, "You should have burned the photograph." The call ended. It had lasted exactly 17 seconds. Moments later, the lights flickered. A loud explosion shook the building. Flames spread through the photography studio. Ethan grabbed Olivia's hand. They barely escaped as the fire consumed the studio. The mysterious photograph disappeared inside the flames. Firefighters finally controlled the blaze. Olivia's photography studio was destroyed. Everything had turned to ashes. Lucas searched through the burnt remains. Then he found something impossible. The mysterious photograph was completely untouched. Not even a single corner had burned. Ethan stared at it. Someone wanted this photo to survive. Back at headquarters, Maya scanned the photograph again. This time, she enhanced the background. A 6th person slowly appeared. Someone had been standing behind the photographer. The face was blurred, but one detail was clear: a silver ring engraved with the same mysterious symbol. Olivia remembered something. "My father kept a journal. Inside the burned house, police recovered a half-burned notebook. Most pages were destroyed. Only one sentence remained readable: 'Never develop the final photograph.'" The journal mentioned an old camera repair shop. Ethan and Olivia visited it. The elderly owner looked at the photograph. His hands began shaking. "I told your father some pictures should never exist." The shop owner opened an old safe. Inside, a single undeveloped film roll. "This is the last roll your father left. I've been hiding it for 20 years. Everyone fell silent. Lucas carefully developed the film. The first photos showed ordinary street scenes. The second, a family gathering. The third, the same 5 people. Then, the final frame appeared. Everyone froze. The last photograph captured the exact moment. A man in a black coat aimed a silenced pistol. The victim hadn't noticed. The murder was seconds away. For 20 years, the evidence had been hidden inside a single photograph. Olivia's phone rang again, unknown number. The same calm voice returned. "You developed the film. Now the countdown has begun." The call disconnected. Exactly 17 seconds. The digital clock read 11:41 p.m. Only 17 minutes remained. Police moved Olivia to a secure safe house. Every entrance was guarded. Every window was sealed. This time, there would be no mistakes. At 11:52 p.m., a police officer checked Olivia's room. The bed was empty. The window was still locked. The door had never opened. Olivia Harper had vanished without leaving a single trace. The safe house was immediately locked down. Every officer was questioned. No one had seen Olivia leave. The security cameras showed only one thing. At 11:51 p.m., Olivia entered her room. After that, no one came in, no one went out. Yet, she had disappeared. Ethan whispered, "This is another impossible crime." Lucas carefully inspected the room. One floor tile sounded hollow underneath, a hidden elevator covered by old wooden panels. It hadn't been used for years, or so it seemed. Fresh footprints covered the dusty floor. The elevator led to a forgotten tunnel beneath the city. Old railway tracks stretched into darkness. On the wall, someone had painted the same silver symbol. The tunnel ended at an abandoned subway station. Near the platform, Ethan found Olivia's camera. It was still recording. The final video showed a hooded man. He calmly looked into the lens, then covered it with his hand. The recording stopped. Maya recovered the last photograph saved inside the camera. The picture showed Olivia standing beside a man. His face was hidden, but his right hand was visible. He wore the silver ring, the same ring seen in every black file case. Every computer screen in the lab suddenly flickered. A message appeared. "Photographs never lie, people do." Seconds later, every screen turned black. The city's entire network crashed. A nearby security guard came forward. "I saw them, a woman and a man in a black coat. They walked onto the rooftop, but only one person came back down. Silence filled the room." Ethan rushed to the rooftop. No Olivia, no killer, only a single photograph lying near the edge. On the back, someone had written, "The camera sees the truth, but never the whole truth." Maya enlarged the rooftop photograph. A reflection appeared in a nearby glass window. Not the killer, not Olivia, but Detective Ethan Cross. The timestamp showed he was standing there 10 minutes before he actually arrived. Ethan stared at the image. "That's impossible." As Ethan tried to understand the impossible photograph, another black envelope slid under the office door. Inside, a single photograph. This time it showed Ethan himself standing beside Aaron Blake. Across the bottom, one sentence was typed, "Tomorrow, one detective will disappear forever." The photograph shocked everyone. Ethan stood beside Aaron Blake, a man who had disappeared 20 years ago. Lucas checked the image. No signs of editing, no AI manipulation. The timestamp was tomorrow. Ethan quietly said, "This photo hasn't been taken yet." At exactly 2:17 a.m., police received an emergency call. Olivia Harper had been found. She was sitting alone on a park bench, uninjured, but completely silent. When Ethan asked what happened, she only whispered, "He showed me the last photograph." Olivia slowly handed Ethan a folded photograph. His hands trembled. The picture showed a funeral. Police officers stood around a grave. The name on the headstone read, "Detective Ethan Cross." The date was tomorrow. Lucas searched city cemetery records. The grave already existed. Plot number 307. Captain Ross whispered, "It was reserved 3 weeks ago for Ethan. Nobody knew who paid for it." Police secretly surrounded the cemetery. Hidden cameras, snipers, plainclothes officers. At midnight, a hooded figure walked toward Ethan's grave. Ethan ordered, "Nobody move." The figure placed a black envelope on the headstone and disappeared into the fog. Inside the envelope, a single sentence, "Photographs don't predict death, they preserve it." Below the message, another photograph. This time it showed Captain Rose, covered in blood. A nearby security camera suddenly activated. The screen displayed a live image. A man stepped into view. Gray hair, long black coat, calm eyes. Ethan stared in disbelief. Aaron Blake, the missing detective, looked directly into the camera, then smiled. Aaron spoke calmly. "If you're watching this, you've already made the same mistake I made. Stop following the black files. They're leading you exactly where they want." The transmission ended. Every monitor went black. Without warning, the abandoned warehouse storing every recovered black file exploded. Flames shot into the sky. Years of evidence gone in seconds. Ethan clenched his fists. They're erasing every clue. As firefighters battled the blaze, Ethan noticed something lying untouched in the ashes. Another black envelope. He slowly opened it. Inside, there was no prediction, only one sentence. Welcome to Level 2. Below it, a new case title appeared.